Hey yo pretty people, my name is ZloyXP and welcome to another vlog. This one's tiny bit... I don't want to say heavy. Heavy is not the word that I mean. The heavy is a word when like a relative died or something. No one died. So this one's not really heavy, it's just I feel moderately bummed out. So this one's a moderately bummed out vlog, I guess. So the gist of it is, I'm right about now, I'm feeling mildly tired. I'm feeling mildly not in my own plate, not in my own state, and yeah, my head is a tiny bit heavy. My eyes are kind of closing, and I feel like taking a 25-hour nap, and that's considering that I already took a 12-hour nap, which is literally like what happened today. I was like, oh my god, it's Saturday, yay! Like the apartment is basically all to my I have the apartment to myself. The kiddo is at my parents'. Like I can record, I can walk, and then I like just go lay down for 12 hours and don't do any of that crap because I'm a very productive person, and that showcases how professional I am as a YouTuber and also as a freelancer, because obviously if you take a 12-hour nap, you don't get any of your freelance work done either. I've done nothing productive today, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is kind of to explain and express some of the stuff I've been feeling about the whole online presence of mine lately, and also to tell you maybe something you didn't know about me, maybe something you would like to know about me for some stupid reason. I don't know, maybe you were sitting there going, boy, I could surely go for Zloy blabber about for like 15 minutes now, right about now, and ta-da! Be careful what you wish for, because you just might regret it. Hi, my name is ZloyXP. I'm a Let's Player on the internet. This here is a teddy bear I bought 5 to 6 years ago. It's been a while. I had this teddy bear for forever with me. I don't really remember like who I bought it for. I'm pretty sure I might have even bought it for myself. But the thing is, I had no use for it. And I always like I just had it in my room ever since. The main reason I bought it though is there was to be a very silly thing back then. A very silly thing called Slenderman games. Remember those? Yeah, Slenderman, he was pretty freaking all over the place. He was everywhere on the internet. It all started with like a creepypasta, and then like people made a single Slender game, 8 pages, and then it was like the Slenderman Shadow series of maps, and in one of the series of maps there was a Slenderman Elementary, which Elementary was a map in which you were running around collecting teddy bears, and they were pretty default looking teddy bears, nothing too specific about them. But this one looked pretty much exactly the way those teddy bears looked, and I decided, nah, just writing down a shrubbed off note with the words "don't look" on it is tiny bit too easy. So I'll get myself a teddy bear and I'll collect the rest of them tiny bit later. Obviously there were 8 teddy bears in that map, and yeah, and if you collect all of them, you win the game, yay! And you have to escape the elementary from while running away from the Slender. So yeah, fun times, right? Like it was 2010 or maybe 2012 or maybe 2013. By this point, all the years merged together, and Slender was all the rage, and Let's Plays were all the rage. And I was not Let's Playing back then. I was not. In fact, instead of Let's Playing, I was thinking about making a bit of a reviewing show where I would review a movie, where I would sit down and go like, hey guys, my name is ZloyXP, let's talk about this terrible movie called VHS, and if you like VHS, it's good for you guys. It's great that if you like that little movie, it has its ups, but in my personal opinion, that was a very terrible movie, which also did not translate well. Considering that the very name VHS was in Russian translation replaced with the word with Russian word for the word evil. And Zloy actually means evil in Russian, and that's why I wanted that to be like the first movie I reviewed on that particular channel. It all went downhill. Needless to say, first of all, the copyright strikes were all the rage on the YouTube back then, and out of the 3 reviews that I made, out of the 4 reviews that I made, 3 were instantly taken down by either by Lionsgate or whatever studio is on top of them, just because, well, they had a ton of copyrighted material, and I was pretty stupid back then. I had no idea how to dodge the content ID thing. And then I thought to myself, this Let's Play thing looks alright. Because by that point I was pretty much into YouTubers, particularly Markiplier at that point in time. Out of the all YouTubers that I really like followed back then, only Markiplier I still follow to this day, and I'm a big fan of his. Well, okay, I'm a fairly sized fan of his. I'm not going on Tumblr and creating fan art. I'm not writing erotic fan fiction about him just yet. But what I'm trying to say is that Let's Play thing, after being absolutely like struck to the heart, and you're to blame, YouTube, you give copyright content bad name. I don't know where I was going with that, but after that disappointment of trying to be an internet reviewer, I kind of was like, you know what, this review thing is just, it's crap. I'm not, first of all, I'm not even that good at it. I felt like I'm funny, but not that funny. At the same time, I never really had a proper camera to utilize, to use in that kind of stuff. And also, yeah, kind of Let's Plays looked fun. And to think about it, the two main reasons why I decided that, sure enough, just let's go make some Let's Plays, is what I decided. And the first game I actually played in Russian on YouTube was it were essentially 2 games. First of them was the BUMMED game, which was a silly, simple, very small indie game that was essentially like the same as Slender 8 pages. Like you run around a very beautifully made map, and you collect souls, because souls, and randomly sometimes a bunnyman appears, and he like hops with a friggin' axe following you. And he's not an actual bunny who is also a man. He's a man who has an axe and has a like Victorian era mask of a bunny on his face. And he's like a serial killer, and like you have to collect the souls of people he has killed in a certain order, and you have to figure out that order with no, like, the game essentially was, the gameplay was terrible, the game looked alright, and my Let's Play of it was kind of stupid. But another game I attempted to play way after was the Slender The Arrival game. I recorded exactly 1 episode of it, wussed out, and never touched Let's Plays for like 2 years at least. 2 years at least. And then 3 years later, I started my Russian Minecraft channel. Oh, not 3 years, 3 years ago. Approximately 3 and some years ago, I started a Minecraft Let's Play channel, and I've been happily rummaging the Minecraft Let's Play scene ever since. Then I created like my English one, then Minecraft Recap came along, and lo and behold, here I am with my head mildly on fire, with my eyes kind of not seen in front of my face because my eyesight has deteriorated that much. And putting this all back into perspective, I remember playing the Slender the 8 pages and editing that together, putting that episode together and thinking, wow, this is easy. This is like the easiest crap ever. First of all, it is gameplay footage. It is gameplay footage, and you have absolutely zero chance of a copyright strike if you just use your video game footage. Video games companies, especially indie ones, they will not go after you. They will not give a crap about you. As long as you're like just recording your screen and putting that on the internet, yeah, you'll be fine. Copyright content ID, all that crap does not apply, does not compute, will not be a problem anymore. And then there's editing. And don't get me friggin' started, because after you have to put together an episode of a scripted review with planned out jokes, with your stupid camera being able to only record 10 minutes of footage at a time, with your stupid microphone that is crap but is also like, it's still better than whatever audio your camera is recording, when you have to sync that up, when you have to edit out your like terrible takes and edit in the good ones. And with a Let's Play, you can just basically boop, boop, and that's it. That's the video. Wow, that's amazing. That's just glorious. That is absolutely incredible. I thought to myself, this Let's Play thing, it's easy, right? Why the crap did I decide to make Minecraft videos? And still the time wasn't right. Still I didn't have much time to work on that. Still I dropped out of that idea thinking, meh, I have more important stuff in my life. And the funniest bit is, back then, at least on the Russian YouTube, back then it was already too late for the English YouTube, for English new Let's Players to just upload whatever and it will still catch on. Like, for Russian YouTube, that was the part. Like, if you would consistently upload just videos of games that are mildly popular, like Slender the 8 Pages, like something like Slender the Arrival, something that you just saw, you could basically just not coattail, but kind of track the steps, follow the steps of Markiplier and just play the same games, just record them without even watching his videos, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's okay. It was fine. Like, just back then, you'd be okay. I don't want to say I blew that chance. I really had some more important stuff in my life going on back then. It's nowadays I'm just sitting here in my balcony studio thing with a teddy bear, talking to a camera because I have nothing better to do with my life. But back then I had, and back then I was like, meh, I'll give it a pass. And then I caught myself really in love with Minecraft, like really in love with Minecraft. Like waking up in the middle of the night to play Minecraft, in love with Minecraft. And our relationship with Minecraft was just kind of developing rapidly. I've been doing more and more stuff. I've been getting myself into massive public multiplayer servers. I got myself an actual account, which is unheard of if you're a Russian person. Like, if you're a Russian person, you're expected to just pirate this crap. You're not expected to actually go out of your way and buy one. I got into the Minecraft videos, I got into this stuff, and I thought to myself, meh. This server I'm playing on, this massive public server, it is crud. People who play on here are just absolute morons. They don't know how to make a secret door in Minecraft. They don't know how to make a friggin' furnace. That's kind of why I have a sweet spot for Minecraft furnaces, like super furnaces you make with hoppers and crap, because I came up with, like, I put one without like following any tutorials. I just put one into my base on that massive multiplayer server where like 50 people are playing at the time, and 30 of those 50 people were like, how the crap did you do that? Show me, teach me the way. I want to know the way. Do you know the way? And I'm like, chill. You know what? Just for you, just for 50 morons that are playing on this server, just for 30 of them who are also following like this server's forum and this server's like Facebook page, I shall educate you. Hold my freaking tea. Here. No. Hold my freaking tea. Let me get my camera. You're gonna be amazed. Prepare to be just absolutely blown away. And I decided to exhume avoid it up. I decided to kind of, Okay. So what I can do? I can do stuff. Okay. And I did stuff. I did stuff on camera. And at first I tried survival videos, no one liked it. No one liked it. Everyone was only there for like either map playthroughs or tutorials, and I'm like, fine, I don't care. I don't care. I have an entire just. In fact, at some point I contacted Exumavoid, and I still have a screenshot of that conversation somewhere, where I was like, hey Exumavoid. And to my genuine surprise, he was like, what? And I'm like, okay, can I have all of your tutorials? And he was like, sure. That's it. Truth be told, I did not take that chance. I did not just take Exumavoid's tutorials and make Russian versions of it. I never did that, in fact. I got his permission. I was okay with, he was okay with that, with me doing something like that, which is basically making his, remaking his videos, but for my Russian friends. But I did not do that. And do I regret it? No. Obviously no. I would never be a Redstone, like, a Redstone aficionado. But just for that brief moment, I was actually a proper Redstoner back in the day. As time progressed, I realized, okay, let's build our freaking goal. Like, everyone can just put together a furnace and put a hopper on top of it. Not everyone will figure out how to put 5 blocks on top of each other and call it, I don't know, call it a lamppost. Yeah, let's go with that. actually, yeah, there has to be a buttload of good, I apologize, of good lampposts designs that are exactly that. There's just like 5 blocks on top of each other. I can see that happening. In fact, quartz. Okay, write this down. Someone. Chiseled quartz, quartz peeler, this chiseled quartz peeler, chiseled quartz, glowstone. I'm just kidding. That actually is terrible. But yeah, and I started doing less builds. And I started doing less builds, and all of that was back on my channel, back on my Russian channel. And I started doing less builds, and then I was really into Gravity Falls, and I did some thematic builds for Gravity Falls, and crap kind of exploded. Which you usually don't expect crap to explode. It usually just lays there. But suddenly people were watching, and it was pretty embarrassing. But yeah, and I was uploading videos, and it was kind of okay. I could just sit myself down and record for a couple minutes. Well, not couple minutes. Well, but record for like half a day, make a video out of it, put it together, just stitch it together, throw it on the YouTube. The technical side, the conveyor side of the thing was not really established for me back then. I am way better at editing right now. That's the thing. I try less new things, but I can just push videos out. It's just absolutely no problem. And pure gameplay was a trouble for me back then. I couldn't just sit down, record 15 minutes of content and be sure that it is kind of okay, that you can watch it. Nowadays, I feel I'm better at that, at just sitting down and recording, and you kind of can see it in my Dusk series that I'm uploading right now. It actually is pre-recorded entirely. You can see it in Minecraft monthly challenge, which is I love that series so much. It is so great, and it is made so well despite being kind of shoddy. How we can just sit down and record a month worth of content in a single sitting. That is incredible, and I love it. And truth be told, from content creative perspective, and I know a good magician should never reveal their cards, but that's exactly what I'm doing in this video, I guess. Just kind of blabbering about, venting to you, and I hope that you don't mind, because, well, if you mind, you probably just will not watch this video. And if you don't, well, that's nice of you. That's very nice of you to listen to me, because it is really nice when you can just talk to someone. But yeah, the thing is, I'm not just telling you this all as back in the day. I'm not even saying it was better back in the day. I'm just saying that right now, sitting here with my head mildly boiling inside the skull and my eyes being essentially an equivalent of an early 2000s cell phone cameras. That's kind of the quality of picture I'm getting right now. I really need glasses at this point. I cannot. I cannot see crap in them with my glasses anymore. So, sitting right here, I have to say something a lot of just Minecraft YouTubers. Not really Minecraft YouTubers. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm a Minecrafter. I might not be a YouTuber. Might not be like, I'm not even a full-timer, mind you. So, what do you care really? But there's no stakes here. If I stop producing content, I will not starve to death. And you, like, half of the people who are still watching it will probably not miss it. But I will not do that, obviously. I will not stop, because I love doing this thing. That is something I found myself thinking to myself, because I always have myself to think with. That is something I found myself thinking is, and I posted it on Twitter, I don't know, like, if you saw, I don't like playing video games as much as I like making videos. That is the thing. That is why Minecraft Recap exists, despite the fact that it takes like forever to make an episode. And a barely 10-minute episode of Minecraft Recap requires so much work and so much going through footage, just that I get legit offended when people say, well, why don't you just do Hermit Skies? And I'm like, it has so many videos in it, and if I want this show to be actually good, I will have to watch all of them, and that's just, no, it's so much time that better spent somewhere else. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, just sitting here, I want to just spell out something. A lot of Minecraft content creators, especially small ones, actually, like, I found small ones doing that more and more, like saying it more and more, and that is it's kind of a step one, really. You see, it's kind of a step one. It's realize that a problem exists, realize that there is a problem, to like realize that there is a problem, and only then you can work on a solution. But you have to admit to yourself, I am a moron. Like, you have to tell yourself, okay, fine, yes, I have a problem, and playing and having 400 hours of Starbound on your Steam is not a healthy thing. But we're not talking about that. I overcame my addiction to Starbound, so don't you even dare. The thing I have to confess, the thing I have to say to you, but also to myself, is I've been doing Minecraft for several years, ever since 1.4 came out. 1.4 Minecraft was in snapshots back when I started playing. And now it's 1.12 and 1.13 is about to come out. And I'm also playing the Bedrock edition, which I love absolutely, but at the same time, it's so many years I've been playing this game with passion and a lot, like putting a lot of hours into it. And then so many years after, like for 3 years, I've been making videos about it, approaching it from a creative standpoint, making every video unique, trying at the very least, making every video count and be better than the previous one, and potentially like be original, be worth watching. And I don't know if you can tell by my videos, because those things are terrible every now and again. Some of them you really wouldn't think that I'm putting effort, but I want to think that I do. And after so many years of doing it, I really have to say I've hit burnout. That's something like that's a popular phrase. That's something people say a lot in this community. I remember Wells Knight saying it like 3 times in just his Hammercraft series, which I watch religiously. I remember literally like every single person I watch Minecraft of. I remember at the very least once here and them, I've hit burnout with this game. I'm tired of this game. I'm done. I need to take a break. I need to do something else. I need to record other games. And the thing I have to confess is as if it's something important, as if it's something that like will change somebody's lives. No, not at all. The thing I have to say is, I have myself, ZloyXP, I have hit burnout on my Minecraft content pretty much 2 years ago. I have been doing this against my natural will, like against my natural. I've been making myself do stuff on sheer discipline and sheer willpower, without with passion. Don't get me wrong, but without the initial passion of experiencing the game for the first time, being excited about it. I don't want to say it's become a chore, because I still love doing what I do. That burnout has been driving me into finding new ways to make content. That burnout has been making me not master, but at the very least figure out replay mod, figure out how to make cutscenes with Minecraft, add storylines into my Let's Plays. And this video is getting incredibly long, I apologize for that, but that burnout has made me run myself into a place where Let's Plays for me, are not anymore hit record, speak for 15 minutes, stop recording. I've driven myself to just beyond that. Is it worth it? No. Just morally, yes, of course. I love reading comments. I love every single moral aspect of it. Financially, maybe no, but that doesn't matter because I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I can afford it. I can afford to just sit down and waste my time on Minecraft, play games for a living. It's fun. It's funny how it played out this way, but that is kind of the thing, really. I've driven myself to a point where making Let's Plays is not just hit record, do stuff. And if that sounds accusatory, it is. I'm not accusing anyone who does that. I'm not accusing anyone, literally anyone at all, except for maybe myself. I want to, and the thing is, yeah, I want to produce content that is good enough for me, that I feel proud of, and that I enjoy, that I can just look at it and say, yeah, it's nice. And if that requires me to do a lot of put a lot of effort, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I'm doing fine. But sometimes you have to just look at yourself sitting there in a balcony constructed for no other reason than for you to speak into a microphone to a bunch of internet strangers, and through your just brain hitting all the brakes that it can hit, and through your eyes just closing and driving you into hitting the desk with your head, you have to kind of say, I've been running on fumes. I've been on a burnout. I've been running on fumes this whole time. And when you run on fumes, there's one thing that happens, and that is you get exhausted. Expect a new Bedrock episode tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one, I promise. I'll put a lot of effort into it, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Expect new Decidedly Vanilla episodes every, like, basically two times a week, but except for this one, because this time I already kind of blew it on the Saturday upload. I'm planning to have Wednesday as Decidedly Vanilla Day. I'm planning to have Saturday as Decidedly Vanilla Day. I'm planning to have Sunday as Bedrock Day, and I also want to have Sunday as Hermitcraft Recap Upload Day. Plus, on top of that, every Monday there's going to be a Minecraft Hardcore Challenge episode, and every Friday there's going to be a Minecraft Hardcore Challenge episode. Plus, sprinkled throughout the week, there's going to be the Dusk series that will be coming out. And it is already pre-recorded, and I'm still working on thumbnails and on descriptions, and I'm planning to release it basically every other day. There's 11 episodes in total. There are 9 episodes of Minecraft Hardcore Challenge in total too, and the Southern Vanilla series, if like so, the story beats will be approximately like every three videos. I want to have a little cutscene. All this while I'm also working on some videos for the Russian channel, but I have no idea what to do with that one. At this point, I really need to drop it, despite it having 40,000 subscribers and basically guaranteeing 1,000 views for every single Minecraft video that I upload. Despite all that, that channel, I don't feel it's pulling the numbers. I might shut it down, I might not shut it down, I don't know. I've been spreading myself too thin. That is something people have been telling me for forever now. And also, you've been watching me blabber about my silly YouTube story for half an hour now, so I probably should just cut it. Just friggin' cut it. But I will not, because I feel this one single take will not require editing, because I feel that I just am that good at talking on camera at this point, which I probably am not, but it will require some convincing. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. It's a really not a heavy one. Heavy is when your relative dies, or like your cat has cancer. That's heavy. My cat is just fine. Where are you, you stupid animal? She's fine. She doesn't have cancer. Yeah, my cat is fine. I'm great. Everyone in my family is alive and well. And that's about it. So let me know what you think about this whole thing, about hitting exhaust, hitting the point. Let me know what you think about, like, if you found out anything about me that you didn't want to know, or maybe like you found my little story of how ZloyXP channel came to be entertaining or interesting or anything really at all. And yeah, I just realized that this t-shirt is a terrible choice, because I just look like a friggin' Slavic hooligan person in it, and also it is blended with my chair. And I look like the hunchback of the I don't know, Russian Dam. But anyway, thank you once again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. If you really loved it, why am I still in Mamba Jama's outro? If you enjoyed it, do leave a like, and if you want to see more, do subscribe to the channel. My name has been ZloyXP. To be continued.